Hello, glad that you're with me. Today we're going to do a quick lesson on cut and paste. C-U-T, cut and paste. This skill is one that would transform your life as you work with your computer. There's a million times when that would be a helpful skill for you to have. So let me walk you through that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open up a program called Word. There's lots of different programs where you can use this, but this is just a handy program to use to show it to you. And I want to make this a little bit bigger for you. So just a little side note, you see the plus and minus down here? Many programs have that kind of feature where you can zoom it in so that it's bigger and easier for you to use. And if your eyesight isn't the best, that's also a handy tool. So I've just written the words cut and paste here. And the key to cutting and pasting is the fact that you are going to learn how to use your mouse. And as you know, a mouse has a left button and a right button, and we're going to use the left button first, and we're going to click in front of the part that we want to grab, and we're going to press down once, and the key right here is we're going to hold that button down, and then we're going to drag the mouse across what we want to cut, and then you're going to let go of that mouse button. So I'm going to do it one more time. So I'm going to click out, any white spot will work. I'm clicking once. I'm going to come back. I'm going to be to the left of what I want to grab. I'm going to press down that left button on the mouse. I'm going to hold it there. I'm not going to let go. And then I'm going to drag the mouse across what I want to cut. And then I'm going to let go of that button. You'll notice now that that part is blue. Now there's several different ways to do this cutting. One is on this particular program, it has a list right up here in this tab, the home tab, of cut, copy, paste is over here. So in this case, I'll use that one for a moment. I'll just hit cut. And you'll notice that I got rid of the word cut because that's what I had highlighted. Now, one of the things I want to teach you if you're new to computers is don't be afraid of computers. Anything you do, you can undo. And in fact, in Word, they have a little arrow here. You see this nice swooping backwards arrow? That's the undo button. So if I click that once, it brings back the thing that I cut. Now let me show you another way. And I don't show you another way to confuse you, but just to also teach you that there's always multiple ways to do the same thing. Now you'll notice that I've got my mouse on the blue section that I had highlighted before. And now I'm going to use that right button on the mouse. What I like to say is the left button is to select and the right button is for options. And when I click that right button, it gives me an entire list of things that I could do with what I highlighted. And remember, what I'm going to do is only going to pertain to what I highlighted. And if you come down here, you'll notice that one of the top things is cut right there. So I'm going to now select that. So I'm back to the left button, and I'm just going to press that left button once, and boom, it's gone. See there? So I've cut that particular thing. Now I'm going to undo it. Remember, back up here is the undo, and there's also some other spots for undo as well. If I hit my right click, I think undo is probably on that list somewhere too. We'll let me just for fun see if it is. Oh, undo. I don't see it there, so I'll go back up to the top. Okay. Now I'm going to again click with my left click in some white area just to get that highlighter off. Because remember, wherever that highlighted section is what it pertains to. So I'm getting all the highlighter off. So that was cut and paste. Now I am going to teach you something slightly different, and I'm going to teach you copy and paste. Now you notice I clicked my little left click in the middle of the sentence, and then I'm going to use my keyboard and I'm just going to use the backspace. Deleting space pulls words towards you. See that, how it pulls towards you? Backspace goes backwards. So we're going to teach you now copy and paste. All right, now what I'm going to do differently is I'm going to take this mouse, I'm going to just click over in the white section, get it away from there, and then I'm going to bring it to the left of what I want to copy and paste, and I'm going to click with the left mouse, but remember the key is I'm going to hold that down. I'm going to drag the mouse across what I want to copy and paste, And once I've gotten all that I want to copy and paste, I'm going to let go with that left mouse. And now you can see that all of that is blue because I've grabbed the whole thing. And then I'm going to click the copy button. Now the next key is I got to tell it where do I want to copy it. So for me, I'm going to click in some white space, get it away from there. And notice here's my flashing cursor. And so let's just hit the enter button, or the return button if you remember, the old typewriters. And I'm going to now paste right here, because I'm going to paste wherever that cursor is. And you can paste again using this little icon. I'm going to undo for a second just to show you. You could also right click down here and the paste button. This one's a little more confusing because it gives me paste options. And I won't bore you with all of the options right now, but I'll pick the first one. And so it copy and paste. And maybe you want to put it several times. So if you just keep clicking this button, it's there. And that's why it's so handy, is because you can move things from one screen to another screen without having to retype them. You can type entire sections and remove them. It's great for editing. It's one of the things that made me first love computers back in 6th grade is I didn't have to hand write my papers anymore. I could actually cut and paste and fix errors without redoing it. I hated redoing things. But just for fun, I'm going to now click with that left click and hold. And notice I'm on the left-hand side, but I'm going to drag backwards and I'm going to drag up. And I'm going to stop over here and let go. And now all of these things are highlighted, just the blue. And I'm going to hit cut. And now they're gone. I'll just use my arrow on my computer to bring me back up to the top. But so it doesn't matter. You can start in the middle line, and I'm going to press and hold that left button, and I'm going to go backwards this time. And then once I'm on the front of and, I'm going to let go, and I could cut out the word and. So very handy. Remember, you can always undo it, no problem. And then remember to save your work quite often. That's that button up there on Word. So that is a quick lesson on copy and paste, cut and paste, all of those good qualities, those tools that will help you out in a lot of different ways. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.